Out papers right now, and the reason for the paper is just it's an outline of the talk. Something like a skeleton to hang things on, perhaps afterwards. I would say during this talk, I talk for Liz, or you need a timer, or does somebody have a watch? Or you, okay. Stephanie, I will stop by 11. But it's 5 of 11, if you just tell me. And then the sister, and then Liz is going to talk for 15 minutes, and then we're going to listen to Sister Louise now, who's here on the evangelization office of the guys. We'll be done by then. So here's the paper. So what is it we're doing here? Here it is. You can look right here too. Actually, whatever's on the paper is up here. St. Ann Parish, Formation Day for Parish Ministers, not just liturgical ministers, because the parish is here to help people have a consciousness raising. In the consciousness, they become aware of Christ, and through Christ, aware of the Trinity. All right? That's a process that begins before we're conscious in the womb at baptism, for instance, and continues into the next life. In preparation for the parish renewal of what? And this is the unpacking of that. Renewal of, it could be renewal of bingo, I don't know, but it's the renewal of focus. What's the focus? Without focus, how can you be a community? Focus that mutual commitment. It's not just me and Jesus, it's we and Jesus. Okay? 2, grow a parish motto, to grow in grace through Jesus Christ. Remember, the name Ann in English means grace. Grow in grace through Jesus Christ. By way of the stewardship way of life this year. This is about the 12th or 13th, about the 11th or 12th one we've done. So now, we used to say the renewal of the stewardship way of life, but can you see how that's distorted? We're not renewing the stewardship way of life. We're renewing our focus and mutual commitment to grow in grace to Jesus is. By way, Martin Luther King Jr. said, I have a dream. Great. If he only had a dream, we wouldn't remember him. He also had a method. His method was massive, provocative, nonviolent resistance to injustice. The dream without the method doesn't work so well. The method without the dream and the vision doesn't work so well. We have a dream to grow in grace through Jesus Christ, and we have a method by way of the stewardship way of life. Okay. The theme, every year we try to have a little thing, freshen it up a bit, keep it fresh, keep it green. The theme this year is Light the Fire, Parish. And Tom Whalen and Kelly Whalen came up with gracious enough to come up with this logo and the parish stewardship committee that meets monthly, trying to keep this fresh and do the preparation work for this. They worked on this, and this is the fruit of their work. The pastor's presentation. Hocus pocus, domino. Is everything hocus pocus? There's a lot of hocus pocus, a lot of voodoo. It comes from the time of around the 1830s, 1840s, when Catholics were, European Catholics were the newcomers on the block in America, and Mass was in Latin. And when Mass is in Latin, and still today in Latin, the words of consecration are hoc est anum corpus meum. This is my body. Hoc est anum hocus corpus here. So, non-Catholics who were hostile to us took that, and of course they twisted it. Like kids always, people make fun of your name, So, hocus pocus and the Lord is dominocus. But so it's making fun. That said, we do have a focus. Hoc, this. Hoc is the Latin for this. This is our focus. Actually, the focus is the Paschal Triduum that we're getting ready for. That's the focus of our life. Liturgy, and that gives us this our alternate focus of the Paschal Triduum gives us an alternate perspective of life. We can step outside of our culture and our time, and from the viewpoint of the gospel and all scripture and tradition, have a platform by which to judge, to stand apart from, and pass judgment on, for good or evil, our culture, our actions. Somebody said, I don't know who discovered water, but I'm pretty sure it was not a fish. That's a joke, okay? If I'm immersed enough, and I don't know how much attention I pay to air, oxygen, because I'm immersed in it. So sometimes it's good to be ex-mersed. For me to be immersed in Latin culture in Bolivia, there was the other side of the coin, is to be ex-mersed from culture here. They go together. They're two different sides of the coin. Our immersion into Christ is an ex-immersion from all that is not Christ. The liturgy lights the way. Liturgy shows us, usually with signs more than with words, silent words or actions or rites, shows us who we are most deeply, whose we are, and how to get there, and what to do when we fail. So, liturgical chiropractic. I have to think like my deck's out of whack, I go to the chiropractic, it clicks back in. Here's the chiropractic. The focus of our life as Catholics is not the Sunday Mass. I've said it, you've heard me say it, it's not. That's like if you're throwing darts at a bullseye, that's the ring outside the bullseye. The bullseye is, the focus is the Paschal Triduum, that we're getting ready. So we have 6 weeks to get ready for that every year. And the highlight of the Paschal Triduum, the culmination, is when we, at the Easter Vigil especially, or on Easter Sunday, secondarily, stand up, having heard the gospel about Jesus being risen, and we don't say the creed, we renew our baptismal promises. That is our renewal, our annual renewal of our focus. So, think of it this way. Are you ready for the next 12 months to reject the Father of lies?